Elder is a refreshingly straightforward boss fight, though not necessarily very easy. As a warrior dream, he has variable health, of course, and only 2 attacks to run by us. The Bengal Bash and the Bengal Barrage. The Bengal Bash is a great test of our reaction skills, calling on us to locate the safe ground between the falling Bengals and reach one in mere moments. This attack can be quite mean at times, as sometimes a dash is necessary to clear the hitbox, but sometimes the positioning is all wrong, and a dash will get you hit anyway. There's not much more I can offer for now. At this point, the game is asking for honest skill. How much have you grown on this journey? Luckily, the Bengal Barrage makes up for that. This one may take a little trial and error on timing, but once you get it, you've got it. Avoiding the attack is easiest from the center, as there are fewer Bengals to distract you and you'll have more time to get a feel for the timing that you can dash through. Additionally, this attack leaves plenty of time to get a little healing in. Once you're clear of the falling Bengals, heal as much as you can, and that should be enough to make up for any damage you take from the bashes. The main thing from the barrage is that Elder disappears off screen for its whole duration, which kinda sucks, cause I really don't like just having to wait for a boss before I can do anything. And the barrage can be used a bit too frequently for my liking, but in the end, it's just an even better excuse to heal. I don't have much for a game plan that we didn't already go over. Focus primarily on dodging the bashes rather than wailing on Elder, and you should be just fine. You should still use his position to dictate which direction you're moving, as you want to stay close enough so that the fight doesn't take an entire age. Heal freely when he uses the barrage, and if nothing else, you're sure to win the war of attrition. Now, let's brutally beat this Bengal bashin' bug before boredom belies our battle. No, we're cutting that. I'm not using that. Goodness, no. Our next foe is back upstairs, one of the Dream Warriors, Elder Dreamborn God of Travelers and Sages. And my goodness, is this the easiest that one of our upgrades makes one of these bosses. The Shade Cloak absolutely just dismantles Elder He is so easy to dodge. As long as you have the proper timing, none of his attacks matter to your Shade Cloak dash. It doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter even if your timing isn't dead on, it's really easy. And he does attack infrequently enough that he gives you more than enough time to recharge your entire Shade Cloak dash in between every attack. This poor guy. So since the Shade Cloak dash makes us basically immune to everything that he can do, the biggest problem with this fight is the waiting aspect of his second attack, this one here. The Bengal Barrage, as I believe I called it. But use that time to either maybe charge up a nail art or, you know, just whatever you want, honestly. Wah! And because he's just that easy now, ouch. That was my mistake. Because he's just that easy, I have very little to say, so you know what? Let's just move on to Radiant. And honestly, the only reason you should die in Radiant is either if you run into the Elder himself or get impatient. Which I almost just did both. It can be very tempting to try and use some spells and go after him a little harder than normal, just because this fight does take a minute. But as long as you're just taking things measured and easily, there is absolutely nothing he can do. And yeah, alright, yep, I mean, do as I say, not as I do, you know the old adage. It's kind of funny, because back in our first fight against him, when we didn't have Shade Cloak, I definitely consider Elder to be one of the tougher of the Dream Warriors. But he basically just rolls over for us now. Thank who? Why, thank you for watching Boss Blitz. If you feel so inclined, you can check out the playlist in the top left to see more of my Hollow Knight stuff. And next time we are going after Umu.